Hey, what's up everyone? On today's episode of Gary Does Stuff Sometimes, I figured we would visit a very popular place here in upstate New York. It is the Boyd Thacher State Park. There's a lot of stuff up here. A lot of people have weddings here. You can bring your kids any time of year. There's playgrounds, there's trails, there's all kinds of stuff. Workshops, they do all kinds of stuff. One of my favorite trails that I've been on so far, it's just a nice easy trail with a good payoff, is the Indian Ladder hike. It's right over here. It's closed for the season because it can be very dangerous because of the ice. We're doing the Escarpment Trail, which goes the opposite way, I believe, and it goes right along this ridge all the way. You can see down into Voorheesville and some of the surrounding cities. You can see for miles. So let's go ahead and get our stuff out. I'll give you a little history and some other things that I know of off the top of my head while we go. Let me get suited up, get ready, and we'll hit the trail. All right, so like I said, right here at Thacher State Park, one of the paths that I like is the Indian Ladder Trail. It is closed. It shoots off down that way and rides along this ridge. Unfortunately, after looking at this trail, the escarpment, or whatever, I don't know how to say it, is kind of like half and half. So it's like you just kind of walk along the edge. So we're just gonna do this part. We're gonna go this way. It's not very far, but we'll just kind of walk around and see what we have, see what we can capture. If nothing else, we'll go back a little bit, and I know that there's another trail that kind of goes into the woods, but this one goes right along this ridge, so let's check it out and see what we can capture. All right, so what you see behind me, that's part of the Indian Ladder Trail. You can see it kind of go down across that ridge, and you can see that frozen kind of waterfall over there. That's where the water's rushing down off the rocks, off the ridge. So the Indian Ladder Trail is called that because it's hard to see, but you can see maybe some little divots. And if I can get down far enough, I'll get the drone out and I'll show you where there's rocks and stuff, and you can see it's kind of inclined up. So this ridge, this escarpment, used to be the territory of Native Americans, and they would use this for protection. It was essentially a good way to look down into the valley and see everything. So they would use that as a ladder, which is pretty cool, Indian Ladder Trail. So what they would do is use it for, obviously for themselves, but also to funnel in enemies if they were possibly getting attacked, or as a means to keep themselves safe on top of the ridge. So just a neat little bit of history. That hike is very, very pretty, but we'll come back and do it in the spring when it's not closed. So make sure you stay legal whenever you go out. So don't get caught. Don't tell them. Don't get arrested and be like, well, Gary said, like, no, Gary didn't say shit. So. So like I said, very short hike. It just kind of goes this way. But this is Thacher State Park. It was founded in 1914, I believe, as an official state park. A lot of history here with a lot of different things. Some of the stuff I've mentioned about the Native Americans and such. But it looks over into Voorheesville and some of the neighboring cities. You can see Albany actually way, way out there. You can still see it. I'll get a zoom in of it here in a second, but it's those little towers way, way out there. That's Albany. And it's just a great view, very, very, very popular. So not too much on this trail. honestly. Just a nice little walk, but we'll keep going around and see what else we can find. So that's the thing with Thacher. I've been multiple times and I kind of find the trails lackluster. It is a gorgeous area, lots of history, a nice view. I've been in some of the trails that go into the woods and they're very pretty, but there's nothing really satisfying to see. I mean, this is gorgeous, don't get me wrong. It's just in comparison to other hikes in upstate New York specifically, it's missing stuff. It's just missing that kind of wow factor, I guess, to me. But I think there's a cave down this way. I'm going to have a snack and research and see if we can get to it. I think that'd be really cool to capture and maybe just keep this video nice and short. I'm sure I'll make another one on Thacher in the future, because when it opens up and everything opens up in the spring, we'll hit Indian Ladder Trail and we'll go do some of the other hikes in the area. But for now, just a quick stretch of the legs sometimes is nice, you know. All right, so after having a snack and looking around, I realized there's not going to be much else, honestly, we can go do that makes too much sense today. That's why I don't really like coming to Thacher that much. It is very pretty to look at and come maybe once or twice. And then, like I said, if you have a get together, like a nice cookout or a wedding, or that's awesome. But in terms of hiking, I think there's much better trails around the upstate area versus coming here, because this one's kind of out of the way. But there is a lake right that way, called Thompson's Lake. I've been to it. It's very, very pretty. Nice to capture some footage, but nothing that's like mind-blowing to add to this. So I think I'm just going to call it today. I'm a little tired anyway. I'm going to have some beef jerky and go home and check out what footage we got and see if we can make a video out of it. Thank you guys for tagging along, even for this short one. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Take care.